So we're gonna give our predictions for that. So Extreme Rules, one night a year where WWE gets extreme.
I'm sorry. I didn't even laugh.
No, don't laugh. Question 1: is it going to be extreme?
Well,
is it really?
I doubt it.
Is it really?
3 matches are. 3 matches are going to be extreme.
Some of these matches don't make sense.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna get to your Alexa Bliss in a minute. So
I'm very confused
because you be repping for her hard, so it's all good. Now, you did say that what culture is saying this may be the most extreme rules we got in a long time. I can see why they would say that because the WWE, Paul Heyman and WWE is in some competition right now. So we'll see what happens. Okay.
They need to do something so the tickets stop going up as buy one get one free. We all know that ain't supposed to happen. Let's be real.
Exactly.
That's WWE looking at their ticket sales and saying, "Oof,
yeah,
we gotta do something."
Them joints gonna be on Groupon before long.
But even though if they're gonna be stream matches, there has to there are some matches here that's like, okay, well. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down the card and predict who we're gonna win. There are some pretty good matches here though that I really want to see live. So first and foremost, let's go with the singles match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Tony Nese taking on Drew Gulak. So we've seen Drew Gulak win that Awesome Triple Threat match at Stomping Grounds. So, Quattro, who do you have? Does Tony Nese get back his Cruiserweight Championship, or does Drew Gulak retain his Cruiserweight Championship? Because
I want to ask you a couple questions. Maybe you get my answer for this. Isn't this his first title defense?
Drew Gulak?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, but unless you want to count the Evolve show tonight.
Nah, that don't count. And where is he from again?
Philly.
Oh, that's wild. Where's Extreme Rules at?
Philly.
All right, we're gonna call Gulak for the win. Just keep it going.
I mean, sometimes people don't get put over in their hometown.
You're right. I've seen that happen to Bailey. Gulak is actually a strong heel on 205. They just transferred to him as a strong heel champion. I don't think they're ready to bounce right back to Tony Nese. And this is not me watching a lot of 205 Live. I have watched a couple episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
When Tony Nese was the champion, it's like you knew he was the champion, but he didn't. From me, my experience, I didn't see a strong presence from him as the Cruiserweight champion. That don't mean this is going to be a bad match by far. I think this is going to be a great match, but I don't think Tony Nese is winning.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I just want to hear your point. Yeah, Drew Gulak for the win here. Awesome pre-show match because we got to get there early to see the pre-show. Because I bet you this is going to get the pre-show. All right. So now, once again, it doesn't say pre-show yet, but I guarantee it's going to probably be on the pre-show. So let's get through all the matches I don't care about. Tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Revival taking on the Usos.
You didn't give me a chance to say player. Sorry.
Oh, play, yeah. I don't see why the Usos win here. I mean, I guess you can see it, but you know what?
Ain't this match on the pre-show? Because this seems like pre-show Fury right here.
It could be.
The Usos hardly ever.
I mean, it's 10 fucking matches, so I mean, might as well.
Right. If it's 10 matches, they gotta be at least 2 on the pre-show.
Yeah.
And we know they don't never let the cruiserweight on the main card. Rarely. It don't look like it's gonna happen now. So those seem like the 2 pre-show matches right there.
I agree. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go with the Revival retaining their Raw Tag Team Championships.
Honestly, I forgot they were champions.
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
So who do you got, Quattro?
Oh, I'm not gonna disagree. Revival.
Oh, Revival. Okay.
I don't see a reason why the Usos are winning. And that's just pure off basic storyline of where we at right now. that whole Uchiha thing was like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still kind of living through that somehow?
I hope not.
Was it really that they just look like they ain't defend their belts in a while?
That's basically what it is.
Because if that's what it was, maybe these women tag team belts could have been defended eventually. Just saying. But okay.
I heard the rumor.
Let's the rumor speak up.
About the women's tag teams, and the reason why they are the way they are now is because the Bellas were supposed to come back and take them, and neither one of them
I heard that too.
are medically cleared to compete right now.
Ah!
So that's why the Iconics have them, and they haven't done anything with them.
Kabuki Warriors at SummerSlam. I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress. Let's go on to the triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which I think is going to be actually pretty good. Daniel Bryan and Rowan taking on the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods, and Heavy Machinery, Otis Ataki. So they had a great triple threat match on SmackDown. If you guys did not see it, Xavier Woods, Daniel Bryan, and Otis, I think they all fit well. I see Big E.
Otis won that, didn't he?
Yeah, Otis won that. So Heavy Machinery's not winning tonight. So I have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, or excuse me, just Rowan.
No, is he something else now? He's Rowan something. It's like Big Rowan or something. I don't know.
I don't know. His name changed that nobody cares about. So I have
Daniel
Bryan.
I know they pointed that out.
Yeah.
How many people you gonna follow? Come on.
So yeah, I got Daniel Bryan and Rowan winning this matchup. What about you, Quadro?
All right. Part of me wants to see the entire New Day as champions.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me wants the New Day to win this.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I don't necessarily continue to see Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan as a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And also knowing this is Heavy Machinery going into like another title match back to back, now with the option that somebody else can get them to win, and New Day doesn't have a problem lying on their back for people, almost makes me really feel like Heavy Machinery is going to win this.
I wouldn't be mad if Heavy Machinery does win. Would you?
I'm not a Heavy Machinery fan. I'm not. But it'd be different, and I'm okay with different.
I'd rather see them than Daniel Bryan and Rowan at this point.
I mean, I do understand that. I do understand that. Then the last match I really don't give two shits about. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross handicap match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Why?
First off, why is this not a triple threat match?
Why?
If you was going to really make this count, could have made this a triple threat match.
Why is Alexa Bliss in it?
Can we please, somebody please, either tell her to sit down for a whole
It's
ass
not
year.
her fault.
No, because something is up, okay, and something has been amiss with her ever since she got them implants and got injured. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So and I hate to say it like that. I don't know what it is, but she can't seem to stay clear to wrestle. And they don't want to just say she's not clear to wrestle. So you come up with all these dumbass excuses. I don't know, bro. What was it this time? She got a sinus infection?
She got us. The reason why... No, seriously, the rumor is the handicap match is supposed to happen because Nikki Cross is supposed to take most of the heat because Alexa Bliss got a sinus infection. Sinus infection.
Everything. They keep coming up with every reason
why
she can't compete.
Samoa Joe fought Bobby Lashley at Bound for Glory with the flu.
And I'm quite sure, and I ain't gonna say that a sinus infection is not horrible, but I'm quite sure there are women on the card who wrestle on their cycle all the time. So you just I don't understand. I just don't get it.
It makes no sense. I mean, when you have all as Alexa Bliss is a Raw girl going against SmackDown, so obviously this wild card thing is in effect. When you have a lot of other superstars qualified, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Ember Moon, Naomi, you have a lot of people that is qualified that you can build up for that spot against Bayley to start off something fresh, but we went right back to the well. And what happened last time Bayley and Alexa Bliss had a match at Extreme Rules?
Oh man, wasn't it a classic?
Yeah. the worst match probably worst match of the year, the candlestick on a pole.
That joint was trash.
that only lasted
so
5 minutes. And now, once again, Alexa Bliss, when they did the Beat the Clock challenge on Raw, and they said that the winner picks a stipulation for their match at Extreme Rules, I automatically said it's going to be a handicap match because she's not taking no bumps. Alexa Bliss is not taking no bumps. So with that being said,
can we touch on that for a second? Off the sheer fact that Sarah Logan came out to the Riot Squad theme with no Riot Squad, I'm confused.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, damn, you are here. I ain't seen Sarah Logan since when? Before WrestleMania? Oh no, WrestleMania, because she was the last after she got eliminated by Carmella at the end. You know, I ain't seen her since. So whatever. But there you have it. So I have Bayley easily retaining. If you can't give the championship to somebody who can't bump.
Yeah.
You say can't.
Okay, that is not going to bump.
You shouldn't.
It should bump, yeah.
No. You shouldn't give the championship to somebody.
You're right.
But that doesn't mean they won't.
What about you, Quadro?
I mean, until they said that co-champion thing on SmackDown, I actually thought possibly that Nikki Cross would win, and Nikki Cross would like almost try to give the belt to Alexa, or like Alexa would take the belt from Nikki Cross and be happy. Then the ref would give it back to Nikki Cross, like, oh, actually you're the champion. She didn't win. But since they said that co-champion thing, that plan went out the way completely. And the answer is Bayley retains, and then Nikki and Alexa break up.
They should have been broke up.
I'm confused.
It's all right.
What about co-champions? I haven't been watching Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, on SmackDown, Nikki Cross said at the contract signing that Alexa Bliss didn't sign the contract on, which don't make sense to itself, that when she and Alexa win, that they are going to call themselves the SmackDown Women's Co-Champions, and they will both defend the belt as needed.
What have they done to Nikki Cross, man?
They really have ruined her. Next, Aleister Black takes on Cesaro. Cesaro was the one that knocked on Aleister Black's door. So now we're getting the professional, the Swiss Superman, taking on Aleister Black. This, if they get enough time, has potential to be a damn great match.
Now, did you hear what the rumor idea is, though? That it's actually not going to be Cesaro, and this is just all a fake for somebody else. Now, who? That's unknown, but not Cesaro.
Please don't be Bray Wyatt. Please.
On the table.
But here's
on
the
the
thing.
table.
Is it because I don't want to see Bray Wyatt? No, I want to see the Fiend. People have been realizing they've been posting Easter eggs on Raw and SmackDown. The puppets have been on Raw and SmackDown in the backstage areas. People haven't seen them. But if you look at the video, like when Cultaholic broke it down and stuff like that in WrestleMania, you can see the puppets back there. So they're putting Easter eggs in there, which is pretty cool. But it's just that when the Fiend comes, the Fiend can't lose his first match. Bray Wyatt worked so hard to get that taste of the Jim Jones out of him. Now he needs a fresh start. This is his fresh start. But then this is supposed to be Aleister Black's first debut singles match. Let's forget all the tag team shit he did with Ricochet earlier this year. It's supposed to be the one-on-one. So he shouldn't lose neither. So then who wins?
Right.
That's why I don't want to be Bray Wyatt. At least with Cesaro can give him a 4-star matchup. I'm not gonna say 5-star because they're not gonna give him that much time. But have a 4-star matchup, and Aleister Black will have a good victory on his hands. So that's why I would like it that way. So I have Aleister Black taking the win here. What about you? Or do you think somebody's filling in?
I hope somebody don't fill in for all the reasons you said simply. If it's Aleister Black's first match, he kind of got to win his first match. If Cesaro beats Aleister Black, you kind of look at Aleister Black, so all that stuff you've been talking for about the past 2 months. What's the deal with that, homie?
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? If Cesaro wins, I need Aleister Black to truly attack Cesaro after this match. If Cesaro wins, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna call the if. Cesaro wins, and Aleister Black beats the trash out of Cesaro afterwards. Weapons, tables, all that stuff. Because it's like, oh, all that smack you've been talking means nothing.
So you got Cesaro winning.
I'm gonna go against my normal thought. I'm gonna say Cesaro wins.
It's not a bad pick. For the United States Championship, talk about another good one. Ricochet takes on AJ Styles.
Woo.
In the rubber match.
Man,
match.
They've been going in though.
Yeah, so AJ full heel now. See, this is a match that I don't need a stipulation. I don't need a ladder. I don't need no disqualification because Ricochet alone is gonna pull shit out his ass, and then AJ Styles, yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. So the first match they had on Raw was really good. The whole phenomenal forearm into the pin was great. The second match obviously was to build onto this rubber match. So if they get 15 plus minutes, this match is gonna be good.
Absolutely.
This is gonna get this is awesome chant. If it gets 15 plus minutes, who comes away with the United States Championship? Start with you, Quadro.
You know what's funny? I feel like this is one of the harder matches to call on the card.
Fair.
I feel like this match could go either way. If AJ picked it up, then you enter a AJ Ricochet almost best of 3 pay-per-view type thing. You won't be mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
If Ricochet wins, then it kind of ends, and then where are we doing with AJ Styles next? Send him back after the championship again? So close. I don't think that's real. So just for sake of storyline continuing, I'm calling AJ.
Now, even though the Authority said there are no automatic rematches, but when do they care about their rule anyway, right?
I'm about to say, you couldn't see my face on the other side of this phone, but I just gave you a whole grizzly right now. Like, please.
I mean, I'd say that's fair enough. So, I would have to agree, actually. I think AJ Styles gets the dirty victory here. Or Ricochet, I can't go against our judgment. You look strong on TV, you lose. I'm sorry. I got to stick with Ricochet. Because you sold me for a minute. I ain't going to lie to you. You sold me for a minute. But I think
they had a job on writer up there. I did apply.
Yeah. But the only thing is, I think there's another way you can further this to SummerSlam and get like a 2 out of 3 falls, because they've been doing Ricochet dirty this whole week, and I'm like, he gotta get his receipt. So I see AJ Styles' foot being underneath the rope and Ricochet winning, or I see Anthony Gallows trying to get involved. Ricochet rolls him up. It's not going to be clean. He's not going to be AJ Styles clean. It's going to be dirty to help get to the whole thing of you didn't beat me 1-on-1, which can lead to SummerSlam like a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. So, which we don't get enough of today. So, I'm gonna stick with Ricochet. Last man standing matchup: Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Now,
I don't care.
You know what? You know what's funny? If you had told me about this match about 2 months ago, I agree with you. But them actually busting through the whole ramp thing, the whole stage thing, I thought that was very entertaining. And I don't know if people have really realized, is it just me, or is Bobby Lashley stronger than Braun Strowman? Because Bobby be picking up Strowman with ease. And Strowman be like, he be being, get a little difficult sometimes. Because Bobby putting him in the power slam and suplex, and I'm like, Bobby, you strong as shit.
I think Bobby's genuinely strong, and Braun Strowman's just big.
I agree with that.
That could be a thing, because I remember when Braun Strowman had trouble getting Samoa Joe up for the power slam, but Bobby picks up Braun Strowman with ease in that power slam and a suplex. And I was like, that's a strong dude right there. I mean, he is the Army, but, that's still a strong dude. So, Who win? There is rumor that Strowman is nursing like a little bit of an injury. I have Bobby Lashley actually win this matchup. They're actually
Why?
Because they're booking him to look like an actual threat. Ever since he left with Leo Rush. He dropped Leo Rush. I wish Leo Rush would come back though. But
no, you wish Leo Rush would shut his mouth.
I agree. Ever since that, they've been trying to make Bobby Lashley. They took the headband off of him. This ain't a Nike commercial. And they
his big ass head with that
headband over his jaw. So they went back to the old Bobby. It's kind of like when they made Ezekiel Jackson grow hair. I was like, what? Why would you do that? He looks so unintimidating now. So they took the headband off him. He's been been treated like a threat. He just dominated Rey Mysterio on Raw and was really going to throw him through the stage. So he looked very strong. And like I said, if the rumor of Strowman nursing an injury is true, he's going to need time off. So I think that after Strowman busted Bobby through the fucking stage and he came back the next week where Strowman did not, they got him looking strong. I got Bobby win this match.
I actually think it's a swerve for Braun to come out and Braun to go over in this match.
Reason being?
Because Bobby doesn't never really get that finisher. Like, he never gets that moment. And I don't see him still having that moment yet either. I see the winner of this match still being Braun. Then I don't know what they do with Braun after, but that's how I see this going.
But peep this.
I'm listening.
Braun is a Vince McMahon project. I see Heyman going behind Lashley. I'm just saying. If you're going by a wrestling mind, all the things that Strowman has been doing, he has destroyed Bobby and all types of things. Arm wrestling, tug of war. He knocked him through the ramp.
Why we're doing these things?
I don't understand why we're doing these things without it being legit. But
right.
And don't get me wrong, Vince loves Lashley also, but I think if you book Lashley as this threat that can take out Strowman, you can have another contender for the Universal Championship other than Baron fucking Corbin. So if you
does need to stop being Baron Corbin, that is correct.
Yeah. So
that needs to be over.
If you're Heyman and you're trying to go head to head with Bischoff, you're gonna have to, because Bischoff don't start till the 16th. He made that clear.
He's said, like, don't blame this shit on me.
Yeah, so he made that clear. So if Heyman is trying to put his ideas in there, I think he'll get behind Lashley because Lashley is the better worker than Braun is. Lashley went to Impact and went to MMA, and he has gotten a shitload better than he was back 10 years ago. So he would be ideal to take on Seth Rollins next, but you got to build him up first, and you can really build him up by having him look very strong in this last man standing matchup.
I can totally see that.
So that's why I had
Paul Heyman can work better with people who are good workers and just don't have a mouthpiece, because he can finesse that for you.
Exactly.
I can't do nothing.
Whereas if Braun wins,
interesting to see.
It's like if Braun wins, he plateaus because we've seen Braun in that Universal Championship picture before, and it has not worked out for him. So he's not gonna go back.
Right.
So that's why I had Bobby win this one.
See, that'd be interesting to see. I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't see it going that way. But I do like your idea better than mine.
I got you. Kofi Kingston takes on Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship.
Can we put that rumor out there about Kofi, though?
Say what?
Have you heard the rumor that Kofi's hurt?
I did hear that.
I can see that.
Now, that may play into it. Here's the thing. I will be honest with you. I never dreamed that Kofi Kingston was going to hold the title this damn long.
Right.
I can't get mad to take it off of him tonight. Tomorrow. I can't get mad at that.
Right.
The issue is, though, if he held it this long, usually what happens is people win. If Vince wanted to be a one-time champion, they have the championship and they lose at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam's next month. he can just hold on to SummerSlam. If you're gonna have it this long,
just hold on.
Yeah, if you're gonna have him hold it this long, then let it happen at SummerSlam. Then, so because once again, it's the same song and dance. Samoa Joe has been in this predicament with the championship already, and he's come up short. There's something Samoa Joe has done to show me that he can win this matchup. Kofi told him, your ass is too big to play hide and seek, gave him the finger, and gave him trouble in paradise. Now, Joe could look strong here and choke him out, but then once again, what's your rule for the wild card? Because Joe's a Raw guy.
I mean, also you want to really put this in effect. How many times can we see Joe in this predicament and lose? It's starting to get real tired.
No, it been tired. If they didn't want to keep doing that, then they should have did it with AJ Styles. But once again, it all depends. Does Bischoff want Joe as the champion? And they have to establish, because even though people didn't really pay attention to it this past week on Raw and SmackDown, there wasn't too many switchovers.
Right.
Because this shit got out of hand real quick. It went from 4 to like 10. So
it wasn't a wild card. It was just the rosters on. This is the roster. They work at
both shows.
Right.
But Joe, at the end of the day, is a Raw guy. Like Alexa Bliss is a Raw girl, and Kofi and them is on SmackDown. So if Joe wins the championship and stays on Raw, and then Seth Rollins or Baron Corbin wins, everything is on Raw. So what I think is Kofi finds a way to win against Samoa Joe. Whether it be a roll-up, whether it be a count-out, or whether it be a disqualification, or whether, I don't know, whatever the case may be, it's not going to be a clean win. I don't think the New Day comes in there, but it's not going to be a clean win. And then Joe takes the belt at SummerSlam. What do you think, Quattro?
I agree with you that Kofi should hold on to SummerSlam, but I think a real predicament that will play into it. If Kofi is hurt, then I can see Joe walking out here with the belt. I can see them doing it as Samoa Joe puts Kofi to sleep. Not that he taps out, not that he gets pins, that his body gives up on him. And they pull the trigger and put it on Joe. I mean, let's not lie. If we're going to use how they did Bray Wyatt back in the day, they surely put the title on Bray Wyatt only for him to lose it at one of the big four, which was roughly a month later. I don't want Joe to get that treatment, but we can see that happening. If that happens, Kofi goes out, heals up, comes back at SummerSlam, and them have that real clinic match, and he goes over him at SummerSlam, it'd be a huge pop. So it almost looks probable that Joe could win here, only for Kofi to re-win at SummerSlam.
If they do it that
Gives
way,
Kofi that time off. We got to imagine Kofi been working twice a week, every week.
I know it ain't his fault.
It ain't his fault. But if he's actually hurt, right, working twice a week, every week, doing full matches, not sort of matches, he needs some time off. And you could give him this time off, let him heal up to come back. Yeah. And he still have the same stroke and power with the fans as he does now.
Absolutely. You're right. So, you got Joe winning.
I do got Joe winning.
I want to say Joe. I just don't. If Joe win, your prediction has to be right when it comes to SummerSlam, because you can't put two championships on the same show.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. They just got used for the midpoint for the time being.
But for some reason, I think Kofi going to just slide a cheap one in this one. So I'm gonna stick with Kofi.
Hey, if my WWE 2K19 is true, he wins with a Trouble in Paradise. I did the match. I just want to see how it will look.
Okay. A no holds barred tag team match. Somebody's going through the announcer table. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, we run this yard, versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Oh, no,
they're the Graveyard Dogs, I believe.
That sounds even worse.
Is that not the worst?
I gotta find the shirt. They will money grab anything.
That's just bad.
You want Mr. A&E to pick you up a shirt tomorrow night, I heard.
Oh, no, thank you. I think I'm okay on that. I will pass.
We don't know. This shirt is going to have the same shelf life as the Y2AJ shirt.
You know, somebody got that shirt somewhere, and I'm like, I wouldn't know if you still got it. I would love to have it.
Right. Right. So this might be that. You know what? You might want to buy this shirt for collective reasons because it's going to be gone after SummerSlam.
Yes, it is the Graveyard. Rerun this yard. Graveyard Dogs.
That.
There is 2 dogs. One has the Undertaker symbol, and the other has Roman Reigns symbol.
Oh Lord!
So one has a cross and one has a spider.
I don't. Why did? Okay.
I don't know.
Y'all keep going.
So Undertaker comes back for no reason at all, and then gives an explanation of no reason at all neither. Which I really want this dead man gimmick to be done.
It can't be that he need money.
No,
what is the problem?
He's
here?
embarrassed. He wants to do the rights for what happened with Goldberg, and Batista had an interview said that I told him not to do it.
Goldberg just came out and said that he tried to call him and was like, "Can I change your mind? We shouldn't be doing this." So now he looks super dumb.
Wait. Goldberg called.
Now I gotta go find it.
Hey, y'all want to get Goldberg's ass. Y'all want to get Goldberg's ass. Matt Riddle. Y'all want to get Goldberg's ass. And Undertaker can't.
That was serious right there, Matt Riddle.
Undertaker.
Right. Shade. That was a whole shadow.
I'm just saying. Coming at my man Goldberg like that, man. I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. Well, in the meantime,
while I'm looking for this nonsense, why did I just scroll past a video of Stephanie McMahon flossing? Lord Jesus, go ahead.
I saw that too on Instagram.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Some challenge, some dance for a challenge to save cancer. I'm not even joking. That's what it really is.
If you want to save cancer, you better do some of them OJ steps.
Stop it. You better stop.
So, I want to see
the step out challenge for cancer. Stop it.
So, okay, so who's up? Quattro. And what spot are we going to see?
Alright, so Shane's going through something. You might as well count it now. Shane is going through something. Drew McIntyre is taking the loss with a tombstone. That's how this is going down. Drew McIntyre is taking the L with a tombstone. Because somebody's getting tombstone before this match is over.
There is a rumor that Taker and Drew is set for SummerSlam.
Alright, that's my fault. Never mind.
I heard a different rumor that after Roman and Undertaker wins, Undertaker puts down Roman under the guise that I want the guy that truly beat me at Undertaker. I mean at WrestleMania, and it's Roman versus Undertaker at SummerSlam.
Can we please stop just with the
that match wasn't good then. Why would it be good a year and a half later? No, excuse me, I'm lying. If the match wasn't good 2 years ago, why would it be good 2.5 years later? Hello?
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that.
I want you to think better. That's why
I'm telling you what the rumor is. That is what the rumor is.
I heard the rumor for it being
coming up with anything.
I heard the rumor of it being McIntyre and Undertaker. Because McIntyre hasn't worked with Undertaker to try to get him back in shape. So I figured.
For what?
You know what?
Let that
you know what? Let's just say this.
He's at home and be left alone.
You know what?
Let's agree to this.
Let's
agree to this.
Okay, let's agree.
No matter what, Undertaker's not done.
I told you that 2 years ago.
Why did he put my man? Why did you go through all the struggle with the hat and the ring and you ain't have to do all of that?
He needed a new hat and jacket.
He did not.
Because I was like, you know what? I could at least excuse this if he was Biker Undertaker. If he was American Badass Undertaker right now and not the dead man, I could probably excuse this shit. But I can't now. And you know, and then so
for fucking up your legacy, bro.
Yeah, he is. And first off, for people out there, it wasn't Goldberg. Like I said, it was Batista.
It was Batista. You right.
That said, bruh, don't do this shit.
You right. You was right.
Don't.
I misread it. Because if that had really happened, bruh, I'd have been like, you should just leave.
Still coming at Goldberg wrong though. I'm just saying, but this is him just saying, look, I don't want that match to be my last match. I want that to be the taste of my mouth. So let me do it here. Whatever the case may be.
I just don't understand. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because
they're trying to sell tickets. That's why.
No, I'm aware, but it's like he laid you out at WrestleMania. For
right.
what reason would you ever come back? Alright.
So here's what happened. Shane's going to hit the Undertaker with a table, an elbow through the announce table.
I thought she was.
That's going to take Taker out for at least 15 minutes.
I thought she was going to say close to Midwest.
Yeah, no, he ain't getting close to Midwest. No, so they're going to.
Can we let Undertaker take one Claymore? I know it ain't happening.
Hell
Can
no, not after he did something like that on what was that, Raw?
What?
When they had their match, was that Raw or SmackDown?
Who had the match saying?
It was Roman and the mystery partner. That was Raw, right?
That was SmackDown.
That was SmackDown.
That was Raw.
Oh no, that was Raw.
I thought that was Raw.
You're right, Gary the Goat Garbutt.
Yes.
And that turned out to be Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah.
Cedric
Alexander.
Cedric who?
Alexander.
Okay.
Look.
Cedric ain't springboarding.
But after the way he kicked Cedric Alexander, he can't kick. He'll kill Undertaker. Like literally, they going to bring somebody in to resuscitate him in the ring. No.
Dead man gonna be dead.
So I see them taking Undertaker out early because it's a no holds bar match. You're not going to tag in and out for a no holds bar match. You're just not going to do it. Shane, you're going to first of all, it's going to be 20 minutes, way too much time. So Shane's going to hit that elbow through the announce table. Then they're going to work on Roman. And then after that, Roman's going to probably spear McIntyre through the barricade. And then we're going to get a one-on-one Shane and Roman type of thing. And then I see Roman, I don't know, throwing Shane through something. And then Undertaker sits up.
I see Shane going for a coast to coast and it get turned into a spear.
A coast to Midwest, sir.
I'll be quiet.
Because he ain't going from one end to the other no more.
No, he's not. So, with that being said, I have The Undertaker and Roman Reigns winning here.
Yes!
Yes.
I don't think there's any dispute that Roman Reigns and Undertaker going to win here. Look, Shane just won about 3 in a row. Look, good for him. Take this L and get off TV for a little bit.
Not happening. So, it's not happening. So
I know. Look, I need him to get off TV for a little bit.
I think we're going to get the Drew McIntyre Undertaker match at SummerSlam, and I think Drew McIntyre wins at SummerSlam. But in the meantime, yeah, Undertaker and Roman are winning here.
How about a random interference from KO to Shane? Can we get a random something's going on? He just comes in and stunner Shane and just gets out.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool too.
Yes, lovely.
It's no holds barred. It's going to be overbooked.
It's no holds barred. Yep. I can see somehow Undertaker's down for a certain amount of time. Shane celebrating. He's about to go for something crazy, and KO just comes in, mess it up. Undertaker sits up. I'm good again.
There you have it. Then we have the main event, which, God, it's just going. I really think Undertaker's going to be the main event, but
Nope. I don't think so.
We got a last chance winner take all mixed tag team Extreme Rules match. Whoo!
AKA
none of this makes sense.
Everybody's leaving so they can get to their car first.
Look, can I say, I didn't understand the mixed tag team elimination match.
Which made no sense to me at all.
It don't add up. You know what really didn't add up? When Becky was still on the side of the ring, I'm like, well, she's not eliminated. But she can only fight Zelina Vega. So what is she going to do? I didn't understand that then. I don't understand this now.
I'm going to say this because I really feel strongly about this. I've never been a really big fan of intergender wrestling. Lucha Underground really brought it to the scene at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I seen Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan at Slammiversary, I'm not mad at it too much. If it's booked right, and like the woman looks like that she got a fighting chance, I'm with it. But I don't want to see Mickie James versus Bobby Lashley. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Asuka versus Brock Lesnar. Like that's not fair to me. But if you want to do,
you don't want to see Liv Morgan versus Braun Strowman.
No, not at all. But I'm just saying. But if I was to see somebody like, hear me out. If I was to see somebody like Charlotte versus Andrade, I can see that.
That might actually work.
Their styles. If I see Cedric versus Sasha, I can see that. But I'm not really into the intergender matches. Here's the thing. Now, the reason why I think this is going to be a bad idea, which I think you can agree with, if it's an Extreme Rules match, right? Winner take all. That means I got to see Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans fight the whole match. That means I got to see Seth and Baron fight the whole match. It will be now if they want to, go off the rails a little bit, like maybe Lacey gives the women's right to Seth Rollins, but it ain't like he gonna curb stomp her. It ain't like Baron Corbin going to give Becky Lynch the Deep Six or the End of Days,
right?
Which I think will bring more drama into the matchup.
That you know what? I think that has to happen.
It has to happen.
Has to take that big move at this. I can see Becky taking a Deep Six. Something like that has to happen. I don't see Seth curve stopping Lacey. I don't see that. I can see Baron giving Becky a Deep Six. This match needs that.
Thank you. Because even the Extreme Rules thing does not save it at all. It needs to be something where these four people have to interact with each other, because it's going to get boring watching Lacey and Becky fight Extreme Rules style for like 20 minutes.
Look, even on a small level, and I feel like it makes a more impact of a male to female attack than a female to male attack. Like if Becky attacks Baron with a chair, they'd be like, "Oh, Becky's attacking Baron. Becky's attacking Baron." But if Baron attacks Becky, everybody goes, "Oh." And I feel like it needs that "oh" moment. You know what I'm saying?
It does. Or Becky needs to be chasing Lacey Evans and she runs into a Deep Six.
Right.
And then when she runs into a Deep Six, like, oh my God. And then Lacey comes in to pin her, and then, several, because it can build a lot of drama. I mean, I would like that. Will it happen? No. But, or like if Seth Rollins was giving Baron Corbin a frog splash and Lacey got the frog splash, it needs to have that in this matchup to be good.
Well, let me add this. If we want to think about it, let's have hope for it as a small possibility. Remember Nia Jax at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
She did take a nice super kick, which I think it was from Seth Rollins.
No, it's from Dolph Ziggler.
It was from Dolph. Okay. But I remember that moment that she kept getting attacked. So it can happen.
She got the super kick.
It's just not likely.
She got the super kick, but who gave her the big move? Randy Orton. Randy Orton's a big company man. Randy Orton can get away with that shit. I don't know if Baron Corbin and Seth can get away with that shit. So I don't know here, but there's no way Corbin and them is winning if they care about us, Paul, at all. So I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins and Lacey Evans, but I don't think it's gonna be the main event because I don't think. Becky Lynch, I'm sorry.
I heard that too. I was a little confused. I was like, how did explain that finish to me?
So yeah, that's who I got. Yeah. So I mean, do you agree?
Hands down, I'm on the same page. I see Seth and Becky going over because I think it's all agreeable. We want Lacey Becky to end, and we want Baron Seth to end. And if Baron and Lacey win, it don't end. And I don't think anybody's okay with that right now.
No, we're not. I know I'm not.
Now let me just Let me ask a couple obvious questions about Extreme Rules. Do you see Sasha Banks return?
I can see Sasha Banks returning in the Bayley match.
I can see that too. Another question: does Brock cash in? I'm gonna ask it every month until the Money in the Bank gets cashed in. To be real with you.
Paul Heyman said it's not a prediction; it's a spoiler. But he's also inclined to lie. So he's trying to sell tickets. At first I was like, he'll cash in on Kofi. That's how Kofi loses. But that means Brock goes over to SmackDown, and I don't think with Heyman running Raw, Heyman ain't gonna want Bischoff in control of Lesnar.
Agreed, and I think that's the problem there.
Huh? What'd you say, Quadro?
Agreed, and I think that's the problem there. Unless you swap the titles.
Yeah. So unless you swap the title, but you got the red belt on a blue shell, it makes no sense. So especially when Fox come up, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna keep it with the regular title. I can see him cashing in on Seth, but once again, I don't need Brock as the champion unless you want Seth to look strong. Have Seth beat Brock.
And it's cashed in?
Yeah.
Or you know what? This is how you get your spot of a company guy that can hurt a woman. Have Brock cash in. Have Becky come in to try to take out Brock. And Brock F5 the trash out of Becky. Match gets thrown out. So the match gets thrown out. He loses his Money in the Bank contract. Seth is still champion. Becky gets destroyed by a man. That would line up everything that we're asking for.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly felt that same thing.
I mean, that'll be the man gets destroyed by the Beast. So,
yep,
that'll be cool as long as Becky sell it right.
If I was her, I'd be like,
I'm gonna have faith in her that she can.
Because the past couple times Becky has got big moves. I'm like, you gotta do a little bit better selling that, sweetheart. But hey. So that is what we have here for Extreme Rules predictions. So once again, it's going to be tomorrow night. We're going to be there live, and then so I'll give you our review. It'll probably come out Monday, maybe Monday night before Raw. It'll probably come out because we're not going to be recorded Sunday night, so it'll probably record Monday morning.